Hello everyone, welcome to the Codex Prime podcast. I'm your host Maurice. We're on episode 27, the Victorless episode. Yeah. Aris, how are we doing today? On a scale of 1 to 100, how bad do you miss Victor right now? 101?
0. I miss him literally 0.
Wow.
I am pining for only one man.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Me?
No. Tom Brady.
Oh, God.
I miss you, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's doing just fine.
Can Tom Brady just come on the show so Aris can hurry up and suck his dick?
Oh my
Tom
goodness.
Brady is not doing fine, and you do not need to use that vulgar language towards Tom Brady, Carl.
Fuck him.
Tom Brady's not doing fine.
He'll be alright.
Tom Brady is the most competitive man in football. He is hurting right now from the loss and from that fucking beating that offensive line allowed him to take on Sunday.
What was it, like 24 times or something like that he got hit?
He got
A
hit
lot.
It,
was
it depends on who's counting. I've heard anything from 20 to 25.
He posted a picture with his kids. He's fine. Whatever.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't
Or
seen
Giselle
that.
did.
I saw a meme of him and Tony Romo on a couch sharing beer and chips.
That's nice. Did he share his rings with him too?
Good one, trader.
You set yourself up for that one.
I did. I did. That was good. It was good. It was good.
I got you. Carl Byrd, how you been? I mean, you haven't cared about football for the past 6 to 12 weeks, so you don't really care.
I'm alright. I'm doing just fine.
It was a weird week with the snow.
Fuck this stuff.
It wasn't a lot to really get to for myself anyway. I think we talked before, Aris. You're the only one that really watched anything new. I watched a couple episodes of Clone Wars just to get a little bit ahead of that, but I'm still plugging away. Oh, and I finished Making a Murderer. Yeah, I did do that. That's what I did in the snow. I finished Making a Murderer.
What'd you think?
It was insane.
It is.
It was insane. I'm more upset about the young child who was actually my age than the actual guy.
You know what's crazy too? Like after the show got its popularity and stuff, Brandon Dassey's brother put out a rap song.
Really?
Talking about how they didn't do it.
I would have done that too.
I didn't give it a chance. I didn't give it a time of day because I'm like,
I'm gonna go find it.
It sounds it's everywhere.
Oh man, that sounds horrible.
I can imagine.
Bro, you gotta ride that wave, bro.
You still haven't watched it?
No, I never will. Honestly, I will tell you right now, I will never watch that show.
Why?
Because if I didn't watch it when somebody in my household was watching it, I'm just not gonna take the time to do it. I don't care.
It's weird because it's a documentary.
Docuseries, yeah.
Yeah, and it's 10 episodes, and they're full hour-long episodes.
I've heard they filmed that thing for 10 years.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah,
to see
throughout the whole
waiting
thing.
through the appeals to see
Yeah.
if something would
Yeah,
happen.
pretty much throughout the
And nothing did.
Right.
So great, there's no ending. I don't care.
Yeah, so now they're continuing. I think he's appealing to the Supreme Court. Whatever. Spoiler alert. Don't listen for the next. I'm gonna start spoiling stuff. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's guilty. He's guilty.
Mm-hmm.
He's in jail for murder.
Yeah, they did him dirty. The man did him dirty.
Yeah. And his nephew, who I am more upset by because he's just a dumb kid.
He's not dumb. He's just slow.
He's slow.
He's mentally challenged
Yes.
in some ways.
Yes.
Mentally delayed.
One of my favorite comments on Reddit, I did not say this, but he's like, during the show, I just wanted someone to stand up and be like, yo, this kid's fucking retarded. Because he was at a very low IQ.
They fucked that kid up.
It's because they talk to him like they're trying to get him to admit to stuff, and he just keeps going along with it. He doesn't know. As a 16-year-old, I would have been nervous too.
He was fucking terrified.
Yeah, and the judge,
they interrogated the fuck out of him.
Yeah,
without a lawyer at that.
Yeah, they put the words in his.
How
head.
is that admissible in court?
I don't know.
How?
The best part is the judge is looking at it and he's like, I don't think he was coerced in any way. I'm like, what? That was the worst part.
Wow.
That was the worst part.
That's incredible.
That was absolutely the worst part. I feel so bad for that kid. He was my age now. He's 26. I'm 28. So he's 26, 27. He's been in jail for 10 years.
Wow.
And he didn't do anything.
He ain't going nowhere.
Wow, that sucks.
And during the conversation, he was like, I need to get back for class by 2 p.m. as he's admitting to murdering someone. That's how slow he is. It's very sad. Makes me very sad. And that Reddit comment, as terrible as it is, it's so true. Like, why couldn't someone just be like, this child is obviously mentally challenged or slow or whatever you want to say?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Like, the old guy, I don't really trust that guy. He definitely got done dirty. Like, even if
he seems like a shady character.
Yeah, even if he did it, he still didn't get the right, like, it still was not a good trial.
The justice system was not followed.
One of the guys, and they didn't say this on the show, one of the jurors had volunteered for the police department that did him dirty the first time, and he volunteered, and his son had worked for them. It's like, what?
How is that not a conflict of interest?
I don't know.
Wow, Wisconsin, way to go. Remember, never get arrested in Wisconsin as a minority.
The part that got to me was the...
I know. I'm just saying, it would be worse for me, bro.
Way worse. Yeah.
Worse for me. But the part what got to me was when he was like, listen, they planted that blood. So they went and found his blood. Mm-hmm. The box that it was in was broken. Pulled together with scotch tape.
The seal that says don't break. The seal was broken.
Together with scotch tape. Open that up. There was another box, broken, sealed together with scotch tape. So then they get to the vial, and the vial had a tiny hole in it, where you can like put a needle in and take blood out.
Huh? Interesting.
But the issue with it being
brought that up, and I'm like, I'm sitting there like, there you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
The
there
FBI,
you go. Nothing.
The FBI did a test on the blood, and they said it would take like 6 to 10 months for the test to be done, and then they did it in 2 weeks, which was weird. I know documentaries you be careful with them because it's obviously one-sided. Although the other side was that Ken Katz guy was totally a weirdo, the mustache guy, who was like the prosecutor's main.
Oh yeah, and then he ended up.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit, and he wound up being a legit piece of shit. But yeah, he didn't get the trial was not fair, and but because it's a documentary,
the prosecutor ended up getting caught up in a scandal.
Oh really?
Sexting. I thought that was funny.
Fantastic.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was just fucked up. So fucked up. But it's a documentary, so it's like it's 10 episodes. They're each an hour long, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, God, this is kind of boring sometimes. Like, it just goes through lulls where, like, it kind of slows down, and, like, they show him.
But at the same time, it feel like you kind of feel like you're earning your law degree throughout those 10 episodes.
Well, like people on the internet like to think that they're, like, internet sleuths, and they're going to find evidence and stuff. But it's just, like, they do these little parts where it's, like, it gets quiet. He's, like, talking on the phone. I'm like, God, shut up. I don't like his voice. I don't like him. It's the kid that upsets me the most, not the old guy.
I gotcha.
He needs to get a retrial. He needs to get tried in fucking Europe when no one knows anything about this thing. Because now he'll never get a fair trial.
It's on Netflix.
Right.
Right. Everybody knows about it by now.
Just don't get arrested in Wisconsin. White, black, Hispanic, Blasian. Don't get arrested. I got you, Vic. Don't get arrested in Wisconsin.
Represent for Vic.
Just saying. But yeah, I did finish that. I mean, if you want to get caught up in the hoopla, did you talk about it? I guess I'd recommend watching it, whatever.
I definitely recommend watching it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Hey, man.
I mostly just watched it to be a part of the conversation because everyone was telling me to watch it.
If you're into the hoopla.
Yeah.
See, that's how little I care. Like, do I want to be part of the hoopla? Nah.
I might talk to Rob Fox about it because I think he finished it too. Actually, I gotta remember to do that.
Rob Fox is really into it.
Here's the thing. I watched it on Saturday. I finished it on Saturday. I had forgotten by today that I watched it.
Wow.
So I just remembered right now.
I had a conversation with my roommate the other day about it.
I'll definitely. Well, now I can join in the water cooler conversation. I'll join in. But I watched a few episodes of Star Wars, Clone Wars. It was. I'm just continuing along with it. It's still infinitely better than anything else. I'm in season 3 now out of 6. So I want to finish that.
A long way to go.
Yeah, and then I want to watch Rebels once I finish Cold Wars.
They're like 1 hour episodes.
Clone Wars? No, Clone Wars is a half hour. It's only like 20 minutes because it's got commercials too, or not commercials, Netflix, whatever. So you just fly through it. I recommend it as always.
I'm done with Star Wars. So like the next one comes out.
I got you, Byrd.
That's cool. Star Wars fever will hit once again. At the end of this year, actually. I keep forgetting that they're putting out a movie a year.
Yeah. And they delayed episode 8 from May of 2017 to December of 2017. I really don't care because I thought it was coming out December 2017 the whole time.
Yeah, they want that Christmas money. Look how much money friggin' episode 7 made.
I know. I didn't realize. I think once they were like, oh my God, they could make a lot of money in December. Boom, push it out. But I didn't realize that it was even going to come out in May of 2017, so it didn't really upset me in any way.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the end of the episode. Nah, just kidding. Aris, what'd you watch?
Good stuff. Well, besides watching my precious New England Patriots get bounced out of the playoffs by Noodle Arm. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to say by him. We got bounced by the Denver defense, who played incredible. So, kudos to them. I have to give them all the props in the world. They bitch slapped our offensive line.
Defense championships.
The offensive line coach got fired.
You sure did.
I was just about to say, shame on you, Denver defense. A man lost his livelihood because of you.
That is true.
Here's what it is.
This is his third time being fired, so I'm sure he'll bounce back.
Well, it's like Christmas wasn't that long ago. And now he's fired. Anyway, so...
He'll be all right.
But will I, Carl? Will my heart be all right?
Nobody but two people give a shit about that.
And you're one of them. Thanks, Carl. It's good having friends like you. So I watched the latest DC animated feature film. I usually make it a habit to watch those when they come out because they tend to be some of DC's best work.
Yeah, now that they're doing like an animated universe.
Yeah, which is
Another
pretty
one,
interesting.
a new one. It's all Batman.
Well, yeah, Batman's the best. He's the coolest.
That's true.
So, Batman Bad Blood is the latest DC movie. And yeah, you're right. It's been kind of a long run of just Batman.
Because he did Justice League, War.
Yeah, War was good.
There was Atlantis.
The Flashpoint Paradox was another one. War, Flashpoint Paradox.
War for Atlantis. Batman. Oh, Son of Bat.
So
Batman.
Batman vs. Robin, I think it was.
Wasn't there Son of Batman first?
Maybe.
With Damien.
Maybe
And then
right.
it was
Maybe
Batman
right.
vs. Robin.
Yeah, which is the one with the Court of Owls.
Yeah.
Really good.
Now it's
Okay,
Batman, Bad Blood. Then
Batman Bad Blood. So, all of this stuff is they've been New 52 centric for a while. So it's kind of like the New 52 designs and the New 52 characters. So Batman's a bit of a dick.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's dickish. He's certainly dickish.
Huh.
And him and Nightwing definitely don't get along as well as they've traditionally been portrayed. Because, like I said, in the New 52, Batman's kind of a dick.
Interesting.
And he runs shit. Have you not seen all those movies? Okay, so you should. You're a DC guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Marvel guy, and I still watch all of those. So in this, it reminded me a little bit of the latest Batman video game, The Arkham Knight. So in this one, Batman runs afoul of a new villain that basically dresses up like a militaristic Batman, but he is not the Arkham Knight. He is the Heretic. Is his name.
This is Jason Todd.
I will not reveal that to you.
Did you ever play Arkham Knight?
No. I have to return that to you.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Do you want me to tell you who the Arkham Knight is?
Right on the show?
Yeah. I mean, it's been out for, 6 months now?
There's a moratorium on that.
Yeah.
6 months? That's long enough. Hey, don't listen for like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Who is it?
It's Jason Todd.
What the fuck?
Remember when you're standing at my desk and you're like, I bet the Arkham Knight's Jason Todd?
Yeah!
That was before
My guess was Damian Wayne. But,
He's not in the Arkham universe so far, unless they make more games. But it's so funny because you said that, and I was like, oh, baby, it totally was. It's totally Jason Todd.
God damn it! Why do I know the DC universe so well?
It's a brand new character. Just kidding, it's Jason Todd.
Isn't he the Red Hood anyway?
Yeah, he transforms into the Red Hood after he's the Arkham Knight.
No, what the fuck? Get out of here! All right, I just gotta fucking YouTube the ending now. Fuck that game. Oh, Jason fucking Todd. That's fine. Whatever. I am not going to tell you who the Heretic is.
Okay. Is it a DC character? Is it someone? Is it Joker? Is it Batman? It's Joker. Okay, continue.
While trying to save Batwoman,
The new Bat. Yep.
The new Batwoman, correct? Yes, Batwoman. Batman runs afoul of this villain called the Heretic, who ends up killing Batman by the looks of things. So the rest of the movie is about the rest of the Bat family figuring out what up with Batman. So in the last movie, the Batman versus Robin, Robin ended up going to a monastery, a monk, monastery in the mountains.
Batman?
To Robin.
Oh, Robin, sorry, okay.
Damian Wayne.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, they
Batman.
really... Oh, yeah, there was a War of the Robins DC run recently.
That's still ongoing.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just,
I've actually heard that was pretty good.
Good.
I'd have to take a look at that. He ends up coming back to Gotham once he learns that Batman is missing and has been missing for weeks now. Alfred ends up calling on Nightwing to come in and take over the mantle of the Bat, and he does. Somewhat unsuccessfully.
Who, Dick Grayson?
Yes.
Okay.
Dick Grayson becomes Batman.
I love Dick Grayson.
Nightwing.
He's my boy.
Yeah, he's cool. I
Yeah.
like Dick Grayson a lot.
Yeah.
That's fine. And he ends up, taking over as Batman, and the first thing that happens is that Damian Wayne shows up to when Batman is fighting some villains, and when they beat them, there's a shit show, and Damian Wayne just turns to him, and he's like, "The fuck, Dick?" He's like, "What?" And he's like, "You're gonna have to do better than that if you're gonna make people believe you're Batman." So and it's pretty good. It's a nifty little storyline. It's certainly, I don't want to ruin anything about who's the Heretic and who's behind the whole thing, and if Batman is he dead? Is Batman dead? I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you.
Batman never dies.
I don't think he's dead. He's definitely not dead.
You're gonna have to find out for yourself. So they end up actually introducing a new character that I don't believe I've seen in anything else. He is Black Batman.
Oh, Batwing.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
what? You know about him?
Yeah,
I never heard of that dude.
Oh, he's in Batman Incorporated.
Is he?
He's like the African Batman.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batwing.
And then they kept, because they did Batman Incorporated, Batwing, and then when they launched New 52, he got his own run of Batman Incorporated.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's like, yeah.
He's Lucius Fox's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what this movie
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Weird. I don't know.
I read a couple things.
I'm just glad they didn't call him Blatman.
Racism in this show is so alive.
Can I, for the rest of the show, can I call him Black Man?
I don't know.
No, okay.
You don't like Blatman, Carl?
Yeah.
But this is Batman if you put an L in it. How is that racist? I just added one letter to the word Batman.
It's
I like it. I can get behind that.
So
come to our neighborhood and say it.
I'll be like, you guys get your own superhero, bro. Because no one, Black Panther. Panther.
So we just
Victor, we need you.
So Damian Wayne Robin, Nightwing / New Batman, Dick Grayson, Batwoman, and Blatman.
Where's Tim Drake?
He's never been mentioned in this new universe.
Really?
Actually, that I can think of.
Oh, I heard he's getting scrubbed out of some stuff. It's weird.
Because he's the one that died.
No, it's Jason Todd.
Wait. The one that Joker killed Jason Todd? So where the fuck is Tim Drake at?
I don't know. He took over for Jason Todd. I know that.
Well, I know
And
that.
he's been around for a long time. He was in the animated series.
So he's the Robin that nobody give a fuck about then.
I mean, people liked him, but he's being replaced by Damian.
Right, Damian
Yeah,
Wayne.
yeah.
Yeah, I like Damian Wayne. He's a little fucking a-hole.
Yeah.
I like him. So, that's weird. He's literally, Tim Drake never been mentioned.
Okay.
I remember Tim Drake fondly from the later seasons of the Batman animated series. It was cool. So that's weird that they're scrubbing him out. I wonder if they're doing the same in the comic books. So they end up teaming up, doing a little sleuthing, trying to figure out what happened to Batman, and some action and hijinks ensue. I recommend it. It's currently on iTunes. Go ahead and show some love, DC. Purchase that and watch it. Maurice, you should watch the other ones too. They're all very good.
I do.
DC's work in the animated field is top notch. This is not their best one, I'll say that. Like, I thought Flashpoint Paradox was probably one of their better ones, and that's in the new universe. That might be my favorite. I really enjoyed Flashpoint Paradox.
All right, so I'm gonna actually look up here and see. And their animated stuff has always been good. Oh yeah, so Superman Doom's. Oh my god,
Dude,
it's
Bruce
a lot.
Timm, bro. Bruce Timm is the shit.
Is he doing these too?
I believe he's a producer on all of these.
Damn. Oh yeah, he is legit.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
There's no way these have all been in the same universe. That's a lot of movies.
No, I think going back to Wars when this universe started. Like, I don't think.
I did see Under the Red Hood. That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Like, Superman Doom is just like the death and rebirth of Superman, if I recall. They had that Superman, what is it, Blockbuster? There's a weird one in there where he fights like a teen group of superheroes or some bullshit. That was actually decent. There's a couple of Justice League ones that were not bad. So there's a lot. And you should watch all of them because they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know they're doing the Killing Joke soon. I did see that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Batman nowadays. Like,
So much Batman.
Batman's the man.
And they have Justice League versus Teen Titans coming up too.
So, I really enjoyed just the dynamic of having basically an entire movie. Like, Batman was in this for, like, maybe 10 minutes. And it was just the rest of the Bat family for the entire movie after that, pretty much. And, it's a satisfying conclusion at the end of this after, you find out who the villain is and all of that good stuff. So it's all pretty interesting. And the plot actually gets moved forward, so I'm looking forward to the next movie because they do seem to be building on these movies, especially for the Bat line of characters, and they're adding a lot. And at the end of the movie, it's not a spoiler or anything, but just stick around a little bit because they show a brief glimpse of Batgirl, which is like the new 52 Batgirl. Who is all the hotness right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't really know her too well, but I heard that she's the hotness.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of play right now. So check that movie out. It's good. I can't wait for the next one where they introduce her to the family and all that good stuff. So pretty cool.
So now that DC is rumored to be rebooting again.
God damn it, DC.
I mean, look how many times like Spider-Man's been rebooted.
Yeah, but these are like the comics.
Like their entire universe. They're rumored that they're just rebooting everything again.
Because they want it to more align with the movies.
That's
just rumor.
They've done it like 3 times now. So they rebooted with New 52.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Then they semi-rebooted with DCU.
Yeah, they rebranded.
Whatever.
But yeah, they had the Convergence.
Convergence was a semi-rebooty thing. And now they're rumored to be rebooting again and going back to #1 issues for everything. That's the word on the streets of the internet.
Oh yeah, so the rumor is they're going to get to number 52 of the new 52, which is that's a couple of years.
Why was that called the new 52 again?
Because they did 52 comic books, like Batman, 52.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why they picked number 52.
Whatever.
Weeks.
Right.
Years?
I
don't know.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Cool.
But they're going back to #1 because they wanted to, line it with the movies because Warner Brothers, it's all about the movies now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. The comics follow the movies, not the other way around.
That's dumb. I like how Marvel does it. They take inspiration from the comics, but the comics is always their own thing. Like it doesn't have to be in line with a fucking thing.
You can see with all their guys that they're lining things up down the road because they have like the Asian Hulk now.
Yeah.
They have the Thor is the woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And who else is they?
Captain America.
Captain America
the Falcon
is. I'm not gonna say. Yes, he's a Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
So they're lining it up, but they plan the all new Marvel for like 5 years. They didn't just throw the Convergence together. Like I'm pretty sure they were planning that before Disney even bought them.
Yeah, like that's the thing about Marvel. They actually like have people take over the mantle of that character and actually let it happen for at least a while.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna believe that Blatman's gonna take over for Batman.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I should stop calling him that. Batwing. It's just such a dumb name.
They need Blacked in America.
That is the dumbest name ever. Like, there's already a Batwing. Like, they actually joke about it in the movie because Batman's freaking jet is called the Batwing.
Yeah.
So at one point, Batwoman's like, "Yo, Batwing, you want to ride on the Batwing?"
Why'd he fly all the way in from Africa?
He's not African. I told you, he's Lucius Fox's kid.
I know, but I think he was like actually from Africa in Batman Incorporated.
Oh, weird. He's not in this.
Hmm.
He's Lucius Fox's kid, and Lucius Fox is making that Batman suit, super technological Batman suit for Bruce Wayne, I think.
Gotcha.
Bruce Wayne would never wear that shit. Get out of here, Lucius Fox.
I know, unless it's Batman Beyond. And he's really old.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. It's not Batman Beyond cool.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond is fucking awesome. Terry McGinnis is still my boy.
Yeah. I always liked Terry McGinnis. I like that show.
Oh, I was like, if they're gonna reboot Batman, I'd rather they do that instead of the Dark Knight. Even though I actually like the Dark Knight stuff, I rather enjoyed Batman Beyond.
Oh, not to be confused with Batplane. That's what Wikipedia says. So I'm trying to find out where he's actually from.
Batwing, not to be confused with Batplane.
So reliable.
Yeah. Listen, Carl Byrd.
That's fantastic.
Wikipedia has sources cited.
I said they are reliable.
Oh, I thought you were being facetious.
So wait. I really want to know now. He came from Africa. How did he get a bat suit?
Maybe he didn't come from Africa. Hold on, let me
That's
find
just
out.
weird, man.
Yeah. The first Batwing was David Zavimbi. That sounds African, bro. From within the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Oh, that's a thing.
And then when he was a young boy in Tinashe, his parents died of HIV and AIDS.
Oh, well, that's
heavy.
That's
heavy.
Damn.
Oh, man.
How did he become Batwing, though?
And then after the events of Batman 19, David resigned as Batwing. Lucius Fox would then make a new Batwing suit where Batman gave it to Fox's son, Luke Fox.
There you go.
So
That's Batwing.
So he's the new Batwing.
Okay, gotcha.
There's already a second Batwing. That was fast.
Wow, that's weird and dumb.
You think Batman will retire at Batman 19? Awesome.
Nope. But
Cool.
anyway, that's the new thing I watched. Like I said, I recommend it. I recommend all of those DC animated movies. Bruce Timm is the man. Yeah.
Cool. Carl Byrd, did you watch any Blatman?
I did not. I DJ'd a couple of parties this weekend. One up in Springfield for my cousin's 30th birthday party.
Shout out to Carl's cousin. Carl, literally no one
Birthday
cares.
Shabbat.
No one cares about the party you DJ'd.
And that's
I like
Wait,
it.
did something cool happen at that party?
no, it was just everybody.
Then no one
time.
cares, Carl. No one.
And then I during the storm I DJ'd a.
Wait, did anyone
party.
dab at that party, Carl? Were they dabbing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I took a picture with a bunch of people dabbing and I was pointing the wrong way. I was pointing down. And everyone else was pointing up. I think that's the way it's supposed to go, right?
God, you are such a nerd.
Just go up or
All
just
right.
go down? Yeah, I was going down. I was going down.
You
Everyone
were
else was going up, though.
So you were like this?
You were
Yeah.
like that?
No, I was like I was pointing down.
Weirdo.
I'll find the picture for you.
Oh,
What
yeah,
a weirdo.
It's going on the Instagram, by the way. But then I DJ'd a kids party on Saturday during the snowstorm.
Oh, did you play our super awesome playlist we recommended for that kids party?
I could not. Oh my goodness! I'm sitting there as
So
they're
for background here, at one point, Carl comes to all of our friends and says, "Hey guys, I'm DJing a kids party."
Now they all have kids, by the way. So I'm like, what kind? Now, so I'm asking, what songs do their kids like, so I could play that.
The first recommendation was Uncle Luke, Doodoo Brown. That's your fault, Carl.
It was. I was like, why did I even bother to ask these guys? And they just started bringing up all these ratchet songs and all this like old school Miami-based music that they used to play at the Atlanta Freakniks back in the day. And I'm just like, you know what? Why did I bother asking?
Listen, Carl, you would have had them moms open at that kid's party. I'm just saying, they would have been on the dance floor popping booty. It would have been awesome.
Oh, I would not mind having like some of them like start twerking on the ceiling or
And
whatnot.
everyone knows the Codex Prime podcast supports moms. We love moms on the Codex Prime podcast.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, and as far as like watching stuff, I really haven't. I watched the WrestleMania Silicon Valley special that they had, And before that, I watched the 2016 Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Did you hate it, Carl Byrd?
I did not hate it. I was just kind of like, I was only anticipating one thing. That one thing happened, and I was just like, all right, I'll just watch the rest of it now, I guess.
What was the one thing, Carl? Don't
AJ Styles made his WWE debut.
Great.
He was like the hottest free agent for like the past few months now.
Mm-hmm.
And he finally made it. He debuted during the Rumble at number 3. It lasted about a good half hour. And that was it.
Yeah, he is like the like I mentioned before the show. He is he was the next after Sting. He was the next one who had never done WWE. He did like you said a Velocity show on like Sunday Night Heat or some shit, like a one-off match. But that was it. And you said they wanted to sign him, but
they did offer to sign him, but he couldn't because it interfered with his wife's schooling at the time.
Yeah,
so he couldn't.
Here's the problem with the Royal Rumble of this past year is that, and Aris, you'll appreciate this because you know the Royal Rumble. Everyone knows like that's the one. The Royal Rumble is the one match you like bring outside wrestling fans to and be like, hey, watch these 30 guys throw each other off the top rope. It's awesome. Yeah. Like that's one that you bring in outside of WrestleMania. But this year they made it. Roman Reigns is the champion. Was the champion. Yeah. So I was thinking to myself, oh, it's cool. Like,
wait, Roman Reigns was the champion?
Yeah, he was WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
I thought stupid Sheamus was the guy.
He beat stupid Sheamus on a Monday Night Raw episode. Okay. And so, but like now they're trying to do the thing where Vince McMahon doesn't want him to be champion, even though he wants him to be champion. So he's like trying to like get it away from him, and then he made the Royal Rumble for the championship, and then he made Roman Reigns go in number 1.
Oh,
which is dumb. Yeah. So I was like,
that's cool.
Oh, cool. The match won.
Oh, so whoever won the Royal Rumble was the champion?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. The winner of the Royal Rumble is the no, that's King of the Ring. Sorry, King of the Ring.
It's just the main event WrestleMania.
King of the Ring or Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, for that you're supposed to get a shot at the title for winning that.
Yes, you're in the main event.
King of the Ring, same thing. King of the Ring, same thing. You get a shot at the title for that too.
No. You just win. That's just a title.
One Brock Lesnar one time. When Brock Lesnar won King of the Ring, yes. All the other times, no.
Okay, weird. All right. So yeah, no, but Royal Rumble is definitely you get a shot at the title.
Yes,
so they made it for the title?
Yes.
That's dumb!
So I was like so excited because like, oh, the match isn't going to be all about Roman Reigns. And then it was. Because then they put him in number 1. You get like, some guys can last from 1 to the end like Chris Benoit did. And like Rey Mysterio?
Rey Mysterio did.
But
Bret Hart?
Bret Hart, yeah.
Lex Luger, they were like 1 or 2. Shawn Michaels did it.
1 or 2, yeah. So, and during the match, you're like, at some point, you're like, okay, I know Roman Reigns can't last the entire time. So they beat him up. They pull him through the middle rope. Put him through the table. He literally walks to the back. Like, they didn't even give him a stretcher job or anything.
Quote unquote limp to the back.
Yeah. Listen, kayfabe only. If you can walk, if you're not hurt enough to get stretched to the back, you get back in that ring and you wrestle those men. Kayfabe only. But, like, so he goes and essentially takes like a 30-minute break.
You know, you should probably explain what kayfabe only means.
So kayfabe? I think I've told him like
you say that like all the time. I feel like I don't think you've ever explained
I've never explained kayfabe
to any of our listeners.
So kayfabe, Carl Byrd, you take it away.
Kayfabe is like basically for fake.
Sure.
That's probably the most simple.
It's like
that's a terrible explanation.
It's the simplest one.
It's like in TV if someone broke the fourth wall. You break kayfabe, you break the fourth wall. Right. So if Sheldon Cooper turned to the TV,
so basically stay in character at all times.
Yes,
yeah. That's what kayfabe only means. Maurice wants to say you always stay in character.
Right. It's like we all know suspension of disbelief. Kayfabe only. Stone Cold Steve Austin was a beer swilling, hated the boss. He hated him, yada, yada, yada. In real life, outside kayfabe,
he kind of was.
Yeah, well, he used to turn up to 11. But outside of that, him and Vince McMahon didn't really hate each other.
No.
But kayfabe only is, if I see Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon meet in public, they need to beat the shit out of each other, kayfabe only. That's what that means. You stay in character. Like, if I see Sheldon Cooper, whose real name escapes me, he needs to be Sheldon Cooper, kayfabe only. So...
Jim Parsons.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. So, like, when Roman Reigns got put through the table, I wasn't like, I was in kayfabe only mode. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if he's walking to the back, if he can walk to the back on his own power, he can get back in the ring and finish the Royal Rumble. So, kayfabe only, what's he doing back there? Just taking a nap?
Probably.
So he comes back. That was like number 13. He comes back. Brock Lesnar comes out. He totally skips over Brock Lesnar because the Wyatt family threw him out. Wow. Like all like 6 of them. And then Roman Reigns comes back. It's like
Superman punches.
Yeah, he just punches the shit out of everyone. And then Triple H was because there's
Triple H comes out number 30.
Although Triple H and Dean Ambrose are the last two, and I love Dean Ambrose, so me and my boy were like, "Come on, Dean, you can do it, Dean." Even though I knew it was going to happen.
But I will say this though, like the place just like erupted when it was just them two at the end.
Yeah, because no one wants Roman Reigns to win. No one like it's like we were supposed to feel bad, but no one cares because Roman Reigns they're not buying it. They're not buying because they're not buying that Vince McMahon doesn't want him to win because everyone knows that's who Vince McMahon's top pick to replace John Cena. And everyone's injured anyway. Everyone's injured. Literally everyone's injured.
The internet has ruined the WWE.
Yeah.
That's why I subscribe to kayfabe only. Legit. It makes it so much more enjoyable.
Everyone knows so many things now. Like people knowing that.
Yeah, AJ Styles wasn't a surprise because the internet says, "Oh, they're talking
And
to each other."
Roman Reigns being Vince's boy.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, the thing with Roman Reigns is that even it was fun. So my masseuse, who I see once a month, is a huge WWE fan.
Interesting.
She watches
This is
with
new
her,
information.
She watches with her kids.
You have a masseuse?
Yeah, I go once a month. Because I'm at my lower back. We talk about WWE like the entire time. It's hilarious. She's like 30. She has a bunch of kids. Her husband, they all love WWE. They watch it all the time. She knows I love Seth Rollins. She said, when I found out Seth Rollins got hurt, I was so upset for you. I was upset too. Because I haven't seen her in like 4 months. Because I've been so busy. So we were talking about it. And she was like, oh, yeah, I bet you didn't care when Seth Rollins was the man. I'm like, yeah, because the entire time he was the man, you still knew they were grooming Roman Reigns. They were still grooming him. He's never even taken a legit clean pin. He's been there for like 4 years now.
Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Oh,
no one has once beaten him.
Fair and square.
Fair and square. And when his first Survivor Series, he eliminated 5 people. I was there in Boston. I loved it, but I was like, that's when I knew. And then in the Royal Rumble that year, he broke the record for most eliminations.
Oh,
in a single one.
Yeah, in a single one, yeah.
All the time, Kane still holds it.
Yeah, and then the next year, he won. Like, and like when the Shield was wrestling, like Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins would do all the work, and at the very end, he'd come in and be like, just punch everyone, which is cool. Everyone loves that stuff. But like you could just tell they were grooming him the entire time. They would never let him get the pin or any submission. By God, they would never do that. So it was just like it's just annoying like the entire time. It's annoying. So that's why people don't like it.
So Triple H is the new champion.
Yep.
And it's 2002. Awesome.
Yeah. Just perfect timing because that's when I last stopped watching wrestling. So now the main event for the next pay-per-view is going to be for Fastlane is going to be Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. Whoever wins challenges Triple H at WrestleMania for the main event, and it's going to be Roman Reigns because
who's the match?
Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns for the #1 contendership.
Sounds dumb.
So Triple H is the world champion, and he's not even going to wrestle at the next pay-per-view. And then they're going to wrestle.
He's probably not going to wrestle for like the next 2 months.
Right. So they're going to, and then he's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania because, like you said, it's 2002 or even 1999. 2000 was the first one he made.
2000,
yeah. So, and Brock Lesnar, I'm pretty sure they're lining up for a feud with the Wyatt family. So I don't think it's gonna be him.
I think that's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Dean Ambrose is just there to get pinned because they don't want Brock Lesnar to get pinned and they don't want Roman Reigns to get pinned, and that is why Dean Ambrose is there. But the way Dean Ambrose put it, because he did that table for 3 where they like that is super not kayfabe at all. Like they talk about their travels and all this stuff, and he said the best day on the independent scene does not beat the worst day at WWE.
Wow.
Because it was so shitty. You travel. Yeah. So he probably doesn't care. He's getting paid.
Yeah.
Him and
Get
Renee
that
Young.
paper.
Yeah, right. So, I don't know.
Okay, now that AJ Styles is here, who would you want to see him wrestle?
Seth Rollins.
Okay. You keep taking my hints. And I would like to see him go against Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
If he can come back.
Dana Bryan's injured. Seth Rollins is injured.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan's always injured.
Randy
He's been injured
Orton's
forever.
Yeah, he's got the concussion.
Even I know
Randy
that.
Orton's injured. John Cena is injured.
But he still can't come back from that concussion?
Yeah, like they're keeping him out because I think they're... he's been cleared by like other doctors, but the WWE guys like, meh.
They don't want to take that chance.
Yeah, so...
Like, he comes back for like 3 matches and then he's injured again for like a year.
Yeah, but now it's the road to the Royal Rumble, so here come all the part-time guys.
Road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't watched Raw in forever, but like I said, I watched clips and stuff. But The Rock came out last night. He's like, I'm gonna be at WrestleMania, but I don't think he's gonna wrestle.
No, you can't.
He's doing a movie.
Yeah, you
so
can't. You can't. Some insurance thing.
Yeah.
Contracts that.
And I love The Rock, but it's like,
Why would The Rock wrestle? Why would he do
They
that?
were actually gearing up for like just another Rock versus Triple H, like for old time's sake thing.
I don't even know why he's gonna show up.
Man, I don't give a damn about any of these old wrestlers.
Me either.
The only one that I would be like, oh shit, he's going back to wrestle again, would be Mick Foley. Like, let me. If Mick Foley ever came back for a fucking match, I'd pay for that pay-per-view.
I'm sure he'd die if he did.
Probably.
I don't think he's allowed to wrestle anymore.
But I'm just saying.
I got you.
He's the man.
But it's like these guys, they come back and it's like,
I still hate you for that one time when we didn't know each other that you went to see Mick Foley without telling me when you didn't know that I loved Mick Foley.
Oh, Comedy Connection. You went to that?
the one in was it Comedy Connection? I don't know. It was in I forget where. It was in Rhode Island, so it probably was that one.
Yeah, this is like when I just started working with Maurice, and he was like, I forget how that even came up. You were like, yeah, I'm going to see Mick Foley tonight. And I'm like,
It's a nice
tonight?
That was a nice Maurice impression, by the way.
Fuck!
Thank you. Wait, why am I saying thank you? Yeah.
I was not happy about that.
I know. You weren't happy then. You're not happy now. He'll come back. I think he said he's going to come back. I'll let you know. But yeah, like all these old wrestlers, it's like, bro, Big Show, I watched you 15 years ago. I'm over it, Carl Byrd. I'm over The Undertaker.
I will say,
because after the
I'm loyal.
Attitude Era.
I'm loyal. I'm real big on loyalty.
God, you are.
Unlike you. But
After
I'm
the Attitude
over it.
Era, all the new wrestlers sucked and they didn't have personalities. That's why it's never been the same.
They had good guys.
Whatever.
I mean, they have good guys now,
John Cena
talent-wise.
ruins
No, John Cena
wrestling.
sucks.
John Cena ruined wrestling.
Brock Lesnar was
He
awesome.
sucks too.
Brock Lesnar does not suck.
He sucks.
Brock Lesnar does not
He
suck.
sucks a lot.
Brock Lesnar is a UFC World Heavyweight Champion, NCAA Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion,
NFL failure.
IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He made it to a roster. He played in a preseason NFL game without any NFL experience whatsoever.
Okay.
So did Stephen Neal, and he beat Brock Lesnar for the NCAA Heavyweight Championship.
And won Super Bowls.
He won a lot of Super Bowls. Brock Lesnar was legit, but he hates to travel and he hates people, so that's why he
does.
stopped. But I stopped watching because I didn't watch SmackDown. Had all the good guys, so I had like the Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, Benoit before he went crazy. They had a lot of awesome guys in there. But Monday Night
I'd
Raw,
watch Kurt Angle if he came back to
Yeah.
WWE.
That's actually one person I want to see come back. I've seen him wrestle
But
in
I
TNA.
actually just read an article that he was thinking about it, but because he was like so like reckless between like 2009 and 2013, and now that WWE is like a publicly traded company, they're like, nah, fuck that.
Probably because his neck is so messed up. But if they're gonna
That's
let,
true.
if they're
I
gonna
thought
let,
he was reckless. What?
He's been arrested for like 4 DUIs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
he's had a
I
lot of
didn't know
neck
that.
issues, medicine issues. But if they're gonna let a 56-year-old Sting wrestle and then almost die or get paralyzed, come on, give the guy one match. Kurt Angle, I want to see him come back because I've seen him in TNA. Maybe Jeff Hardy if he came back, but I was never.
Jeff Hardy, I heard Jeff Hardy wants to come back too.
But I was never. He just re-signed with TNA today. So
Kurt
yeah, I
Angle,
don't think it's
Shelton
year.
Benjamin, I would love to see
I
come back.
would love to see Kurt Angle back
Yeah.
in WWE.
But just the one match. But like, all the old guys, like I watched them. I watched them for years. It's time to move on. What killed WCW? Old men, old top men. Just saying. That's all I got to say about that.
I will say though, last night's Raw, I did like the little, I did like the Rock segment, but when he runs into the Big Show and he's like, "Dude, I was just watching the Royal Rumble that we were in. Remember, it said that you won, but then I won." So then the guy, the director who was doing the Mummy Return said, "Whoever wins, they're gonna cast a Scorpion King." That should have been you. And Big Show was like pretending to cry. He's like,
Yeah.
"You could have been in Fast and Furious. You could have been in that. So is life." He's like, "Yeah, so is life." It breaks a laptop.
That was
That's actually funny.
it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a pretty funny segment.
Yeah, but Big Show's a face again. He's a good guy again.
Yeah.
Face is a good guy. Everyone, babyface, white meat babyface, good guy. Roman Reigns, heel is a bad guy.
It's like all these dudes that never had the awesomest matches in the world. They all stick around forever because they never took like big bumps. But all the awesome guys like Mick Foley or Stone Cold who threw their bodies around and put it all on the line and entertained us for years.
That was me.
they're not around, and it saddens me that the freaking Big Show is still around, but Mick Foley is not. That
Well, like you said,
sucks.
Well, you
The world is not fair.
Well, I mean, look at all the crazy shit that Mick Foley was doing in Japan.
Yeah.
Like,
And Stone Cold,
Dynamite matches and shit.
Look at all the crazy shit he did here.
before Stone Cold got hurt by getting dropped on his head by Owen Hart, he was actually one of the best technical wrestlers around. They didn't call him the ringmaster for nothing.
Yeah.
So he was
And he
legit.
becomes Stone Cold and has 3 moves.
Yeah, but and WWE does that too. They when people get in, they limit their moveset. So you just become like, put in a box. But it's also, it's for longevity stuff.
Yeah.
Like Daniel Bryan, Stone Cold even said in his podcast, he said, stop doing the missile drop kick off the top turnbuckle. Stop doing it. Or the one when he lands flat on his back. Stop doing that. You do it every match. That's a bad idea. That's a legit, how many feet drop right onto your back. Bad idea. So, and Daniel Bryan said, oh no, I'm going to keep going. And he came back from the first concussion. He wrestled as crazy as he ever did. Dial it back.
It's weird that they made everything so much safer. And now you can't power bomb like you used to. You can't,
Pile driver
people,
yes.
tombstone them.
Yep.
And now's when everyone's hurt.
It's they're well, here's the thing too. Back in the day, everyone got fucking hurt a lot. They just took a lot of painkillers, and now they're all dead. So they didn't take them off the road because if you didn't wrestle back then, you didn't get paid. Now they have a thing called the downside where it's you get a guaranteed pay, so you get something, and then they'll pay for all your medical stuff. And like you said, they're a publicly traded company, so they gotta, they're not gonna just let someone have surgery and not pay for that stuff. You know how it is.
I've got breaking news.
Oh no.
Breaking news, everybody! The NFL is conducting a comprehensive review of HGH allegations against Peyton Manning, but it's not expected to be completed before the Super Bowl.
Of course not.
Hey! Let's all criticize Peyton Manning for the whole offseason!
Well, they said that the MLB.
By all means, go ahead.
And I don't care. I hope he took it HGH. I guess we've been over this in my life.
Bro, I love HGH.
Yes.
I love steroids. I hope everyone takes it. I hope he took a HGH steroid cocktail to come back.
Right.
I just want the media to crush him for it. That's all.
I hope he took it before the Patriots game.
Me too.
That's how he's able to throw those 2 touchdowns.
I was joking about it when I was watching that game with my boys. I was like, you know why Peyton Manning keeps throwing deep and completing those passes? Because he's so hopped up on HGH. He's like, bro, 3rd and short, we can't do this. 3rd and long, we got this all day. I got so much HGH in my arm right now, I'm throwing this thing like a rocket. If you catch a 3rd and 1, you might catch a concussion.
Just take some HGH, you'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah. But I said MLB and USDA are conducting an investigation together, and NFL was like, nah, we're going to do our own. I'm curious as to who their investigator is, or if they're going to call it independent. Whatever. I don't even care anymore,
Listen,
Carl
man,
Byrd. I just don't care.
I have no problem.
I don't care
with.
anymore.
Listen, if the media had been fair to the Patriots, Tom Brady, and Deflategate, I would have no problem. Just, you know what? Hey, Peyton Manning, do your thing, man. I'm glad you came back. I'm ready to throw touchdowns now. I hate that you threw them against the Patriots, but I'm glad you could do it. I have no issues with him taking the HGH. I hope he did. I love performance-enhancing drugs. Enhance that performance. I want 60 home run seasons again. The MLB's boring without steroids.
That's true.
But fuck, man. A-Rod was the best when he was taking steroids.
I know. He actually had a pretty good season last year without even taking steroids. Imagine if he had steroids, Carl Byrd. He would have got 70 home runs. I just don't care about.
I just want fair treatment, bro. That's all.
Maybe
Tom Brady should have done more commercials and been. I don't know. I just don't care. I don't care anymore. I just don't. I'm tired. I'm just so tired.
Hey, you remember how Deflategate started on your birthday?
Oh, I remember. That was the longest football season in the history of football. It was just so long. It's over. I'm just so tired. I just want to go to bed. Just let me go to bed.
Yo, this Ric Flair and Rick Ross thing from yesterday is
if
blowing up.
If Peyton Manning gets caught with actually taking HGH,
Then he'll get blown up.
if he gets caught with actually taking HGH and he retires this year, will the Broncos lose a first-round pick?
No, that is a good question.
Probably not. I'm so tired.
I love draft season, Maurice. It's one of my favorite times of the year. You know what's ruined for me? Draft season.
I'm just so tired.
I know.
It really was a long season.
It was.
It was a long season, Carl Byrd.
It's not over yet.
I know.
Not quite.
Right after the Super Bowl, you're going to hear about Tom Brady being back in court.
Yep. But you know what's funny? He was invited to Super Bowl 50 as a Super Bowl MVP. So he'll be there, maybe. And all the Patriots just pulled out of the Pro Bowl.
I hope he turned that shit down. I hope he's the only Super Bowl MVP that's not there.
That would be cool.
He's not going to go.
You know, I hope him and Deion Branch are not there.
You know how little people care about the Pro Bowl? Is even Malcolm Butler was like, nah, I'm okay. All 7 Patriots pulled out of the Pro Bowl.
That's his first one.
Yeah. And they all said no.
It's because of Deflategate. Let's be real. They're not going to participate in a goddamn thing for the NFL.
Oh, God.
A goddamn thing. Malcolm Butler's an undrafted free agent who was being given a free trip to Hawaii and he turned it down. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's just because he didn't want to go? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I honestly just don't care.
Whatever. News. Do some.
You do it. I don't care about the news either. I don't care about anything. Now I'm just angry.
Oh, so you went from tired to angry. I like it. I like
That's
it.
how quickly it unravels.
Channel that anger. Let the hate flow through you.
I will. Well, the big news, the top news, the one that you were very upset about.
I was upset about this.
Tell us
what I'm going to reserve judgment until I see what it is they're cooking up. But there were several rumors released by some financial institutions about the Nintendo NX. Carl, in case you didn't know, that is the code name of Nintendo's next console.
Congratulations.
Okay, just making sure you knew, Carl.
I saw the picture and I'm like, hey.
It's like NXT, but without the T.
No shit.
Yeah. I got you, Calvert.
So
I seen the picture of the system and I'm just like,
there's no picture of the damn system. What are you talking about, Carl? There's no such thing. Be weird.
Oh, maybe you saw it
Freaking Carl.
on Twitter.
Yeah, that's not the NX, Carl. That's some weird thing. I don't know what you're
it looked like a flat original NES controller.
Whatever.
It's probably what it was, just like painted black. For fools like you, Calvert. Get out of here.
It hasn't been announced yet, Carl. So the rumor that leaked this week was that Nintendo is gearing up to release or announce and release the console in 2016. So we can expect some of that soon. The rumor is that they'll be talking about it before E3. But the interesting thing about it is that it looks like they're going to be making it a two-piece console. So the word is that it's going to be a handheld and a console rolled into one, which I am not sure how that's going to work or if I'm thrilled with that news. And the word is that Nintendo is going to announce it this year, and they're going to release the console portion, the handheld portion in late 2016 for about $200. So you pay Nintendo $200 and you get half of a console, which is infinitely strange to me. I don't know why they would do it. Honestly, it makes no sense to me because they'd be cannibalizing their own handheld market, which is like their biggest thing. It's been their biggest market for the longest time.
Maybe it'll tie into that too.
They've been getting fucking destroyed in the home console, race for a long time. But the 3DS, the DS before it, and just going back to the Game Boy, like those things have done gangbusters for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So that's weird to me. I don't know if the word is that they'll share the games. So whatever you get for your Nintendo, whatever the hell it's going to be called, the NX, when they actually release the real name, is going to you're just going to be able to play it on that handheld. So I guess, would that mean that there's no, follow-up to the 3DS? Is the 3DS the final Nintendo standalone handheld? That's weird.
I guess it'll all tie in, but it's too early to tell. Who knows? All
I
I know is I ain't buying a half a console unless Zelda comes with it.
God damn it! They know exactly how to get us. They know exactly how to do it. If that thing comes out with Zelda day one, I will bludgeon people to get it.
I'll even buy half a Zelda. You have to wait 2 months to play the rest of the game. Okay. I'd do that too, Calvert. I know you would too. You love Zelda, don't you?
I have not played Zelda since like
I would
Carl
do
Byrd,
it.
why are you even here, Carl Byrd?
I would do it. I would.
I'm assuming it's gonna be tied into the 3DS in some way.
Man,
But I haven't bought the Wii U. If I can skip over an entire console, that'd be sweet.
yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
I haven't bought one of those either.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing on that I want to play.
Unless Zelda comes out for it, which is a recurring theme.
I've said for years, ever since that console was launched, the day Zelda comes out is the day I buy
Me
a
too.
Wii U.
So that's at least 2 Wii U's.
What was the last Zelda game like?
The last console one? Skyward Sword.
Sword, which wasn't great.
Nope.
For the Wii.
Nope. Exactly.
Actually, rather poor, in my opinion.
If they were smart, they would have released a Link Between Worlds on the Wii U, and that would have sold like hotcakes.
Yeah. Skyward Sword was very disappointing for a Zelda game. Very. I mean, a lot of people loved it. Loved it. I was not one of them. And I'm a Zelda fanatic. I play every console Zelda known to man.
That's never been like
I thought it was
devoted
very
to
good.
like a TV show or a movie or something.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There was like animated, but there was a lot of weird animated Nintendo stuff back in like the 90s.
Yep.
There was like rumors about it being on Netflix, but I think that was all just fake stuff. I don't know. Now with Game of Thrones and Shannara being so popular, maybe they will do it. But all the game, like, it's very easy to do a Zelda anything because you just do the same story literally every time. You just tweak it a little bit. There's a Triforce, there's a Ganon, there's a Link, there's a Zelda. Throw them all together. What do you get? Like,
those games are magical,
yeah,
man.
a Link Between Worlds, same story you played 100 times, just a couple tweaks.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It is. It's super fantastic.
all
That's the thing, man.
gameplay.
It's so polished.
Yeah.
It is so freaking polished.
And Miyamoto is one Japanese man I do not hate, like your friend.
You like all Japanese.
Oh. You mean
Yep.
my nemesis?
Right.
Tetsuya Nomura?
Yep. Yes. Miyamoto actually like gets games out and will be honest with you and won't change. If it's not broke, he won't.
Fix it.
You know. He's not gonna like fix it. But if it's kind of broke, just tweak it a little bit.
Oh,
He's a genius.
he's not gonna take a classic Zelda game, ruin it with shitty gameplay,
Yep.
nice graphics,
Yeah.
and then release it in chunks.
Yeah, exactly. When he remakes Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, he just puts it on the 3DS. Like, have fun. There it is, all done up, nice graphics, just exactly the same exact game. Have a blast.
Right.
It's amazing. So good.
Listen, man, handheld Zelda games are some of the best games. You can go back to this day, play Zelda the Minish Cap that came out on the Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah.
And it will be one of the best games you play. That game is a classic that doesn't get enough love. Just saying, putting it out there. Zelda the Minish Cap.
That is true. Because I have not played a lot of the handheld ones, but same thing for Link's Awakening, which came out for the regular Game Boy in 1993.
Wow.
That game was legit.
Yeah.
And it was like right after Link to the Past.
Huh, they know what they're doing with those
Yeah,
games.
Minish Cap, I have to go back and play that.
Oof, you really do.
I have to after I beat Majora's Mask on my 3DS, and then I'll play that.
Is that even on the virtual console?
It's on the.
I said it's one that does
Minish
not
Cap is on
get
the
enough
3DS
love.
virtual console.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I saw it.
Weird.
I saw that. I haven't played that. I haven't played Oracle of Seasons or Ages. And I haven't.
I've never played those either.
Yeah. The only console Zelda I haven't beaten was Majora's Mask because I was a kid and I was like, this is weird. I stopped immediately.
Majora's Mask is weird.
Yeah, but I did play Link's Awakening, every console Zelda except for Majora's Mask. Sorry, Carl Byrd. I let you down. When's the last one you played?
Ocarina of Time, I think.
Here's what needs to happen. We all need to find one thing that's like super duper uber popular that we've never done, like one each individually. I mean, you saw Star Wars, but you've seen Star Wars. But I feel like you need to go and play a Zelda game and then report back because I feel like you're missing out.
You are missing out.
And I feel like we need to find things that like super popular stuff that we've never played and then do it or see or something and then report back.
Sorry, bro. I've played everything.
There's gotta be something out
leave the
there.
house.
There's gotta be something out there. We'll find something.
Well,
I like that.
There's plenty. I'm sure there's.
Email the show, please, if you have any ideas. If you heard us say something on the show before that we haven't done. I mean, Carl Bird's easy because he hasn't done or played or seen anything.
Anything ever.
Go watch Star Wars while you're playing Zelda. Thank you. Thank you. I like
But
this.
anyway, other than that, it's gonna support 4K streaming at 60 frames per second and 900p 60 frames per second gameplay. So they're going to be basically up to the technological standards of the PS4 and Xbox One. Right in time for the new PlayStation and Xbox consoles.
You're lagging behind as always. But again, it's all about gameplay. I could play a giant turd on a giant turd screen as long as gameplay is good. I'll be happy. That's why they're talking about the Final Fantasy VII, where it's like, oh, we have to update the graphics and also update the gameplay. No. You don't have to update the gameplay, Carl Byrd. Have you played Final Fantasy VII, Carl Byrd?
Yeah, very little bit of it.
Of course.
Very little bit. Listen, I was always more into fighting games.
You know what? I think Carl needs to play Final Fantasy X with his girl.
Yeah.
And come on back.
Yeah.
I think you and your girl would enjoy that. Nice couples gameplay experience, Carl. Nice love story. She would enjoy it, Carl.
We shall see.
I think you should do it, Carl. You should do it and report back.
Yeah, you should. That is a great game. I love that game so much.
Me too. I'm glad Tetsuya Nomura hasn't ruined it yet.
Keep him away from that game. Don't get me involved in that shit, because I love Final Fantasy X.
Don't jinx it.
I love Final Fantasy X more than Final Fantasy VII, so woof.
Yeah.
I think the last RPG I played was Parasite Eve.
Wow, that's a throwback.
When did that come out?
Woo! That was a PS1 game.
Yeah.
Jeez, Carl Byrd. What's the last game you played?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's right. You like fighting.
Actually, no, Madden.
I am Madden.
Me and Carl are looking forward to that Street Fighter.
Oh,
5.
it's gonna be.
We're looking
It's
forward to
gonna
that.
be like. It's gonna be on.
We could do our first live stream episode, like on YouTube or something.
Ooh, we do have a couple of victorless weeks coming up.
Victor is currently indisposed. He's okay, everyone. Don't worry.
I don't know if we've announced that, but
We actually have it. We just said if Victor's not. We just said, hey, it's a victorless
we'll give the
episode.
details at the end of the show.
Yeah.
It's
We're
a victorless episode. Yay! And then we moved on.
no, it's
Nobody celebrated it.
No, we got his Victor corner coming up. Don't worry, everyone. Victor is not. He's not.
His presence will be.
Yeah, he's still here. His health is fine. Don't worry. Just get a little busy making that paper. You know how it is. What are the news we got? You guys see that tickles your fancy? Labyrinth. I love the original Labyrinth. They're
Leave it. They should. I think they should just leave it alone.
Yeah, they're talking about doing a reboot. I love that movie. David Bowie.
They're trying to
rest in peace.
capitalize on David Bowie.
Yeah, and then pissing me off, fuckers. Get out of there.
Yeah,
leave it
who cares
alone.
about that. But Terminator Genesis is dead pretty much.
Yeah, we've talked about that a little bit.
And it's been replaced on the slate, the cinematic slate, with the Baywatch reboot,
Starring The Rock.
which is weird.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep.
Why Rock?
Oh, that's why.
Because the check is fucking
Right.
amazing.
Oh, I'm
he's
sure it
like,
is. Yeah,
Fuck
totally.
it.
And he's jacked. He can do whatever he wants. He literally can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
People will see that shit.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Avatar last week?
Nope.
We talked about it being weird how like no one.
Yes.
Like I don't care that it got delayed. I don't give a fuck.
When it comes out, it comes out.
Yeah. Does anyone care in the universe?
I really don't think so. I don't think people go back and like fondly remember Avatar and be like, I want to watch Avatar tonight.
Yeah, right.
Like no one.
I have it.
I wouldn't
It's
even
just
Netflix and
all
chill for
right,
that.
It's just, I got Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I got Avatar.
Maybe when 4D comes out and people like when someone farts, it like comes through the smell and stuff. But until then, I don't give a fuck. McG was
Masters-
the worst director in the world. I hate him.
Who the fuck is McG?
He did Terminator Salvation, and he also did Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
sucks.
he is in line in talks to direct the Masters of the Universe reboot film, which means that movie is already ruined.
Yeah.
So for you He-Man fans, congratulations.
Here's the thing:
Going on.
don't even call it a Masters of the Universe film. Just call it a He-Man
Yeah.
film. No one cares about the actual Masters of the
Do you think
Universe.
would be good enough to play it?
Ooh.
The Rock.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just put him in everything. Seriously. You need a reboot.
Be perfect for
You need a reboot or a remake. Just put in The Rock. Is your
Everybody will see that shit.
yeah? Is your series having a hard time? Put in The Rock.
Yeah.
Does it need a shot of?
Franchise Viagra.
Oh, crap! That's what it was! I forgot I watched something else. I'll save it for next week. But I finally got to see The Last Witch Hunter starring Vin Diesel.
Oh, cool.
I forgot to talk about it.
Yes.
Damn it.
Save that.
Next week.
Did it suck? Because
I will tell you next week,
Save
Carl.
it. Save it.
Oh, I did watch Ronda Rousey on Saturday Night Live.
Who cares? Too late, Carl.
She lost. She's no longer the hotness. She lost like a
not-
loser.
Was her face all jacked up still, Carl?
No, she still look good.
Oh, okay.
She still look good.
she could probably-
But they did do. I think I sent this out to all our boys. I don't know if you caught it. The teacher trial scandal when the teacher like had sex with a 16-year-old boy, and the 16-year-old boy was like, it was just the best day of my life while they were trying to prosecute.
Oh, okay.
But they called him to the witness, and the judge was all happy for him.
Here's my.
But this time it was the teacher from the last one, and Ronda Rousey played another teacher. And he had a 3-way with her.
Oh, Jesus. Here's my question: did she make fun of herself losing at all?
Yes.
Okay, good. That makes you feel better because if she
And she did like this little move. She did like this little move in her opening monologue, where she's like, "I did lose to Holly Holm. Congratulations to her. Everybody get her hand." So as everybody started clapping, they're like, "No."
Good. I'm glad she was able to make fun of it. When you're a fighter, you're a professional fighter. Eventually, you're gonna get got. It's the way of the game. Everyone's gonna catch up to you eventually. She's just way ahead of everyone else.
Yep.
And then she fought an actual boxer who just boxed her head off, almost literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roadhouse.
You watched the knockout, right?
Nope.
I showed it to
Holly
you.
Holm knocked her ass out? Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
when Holly Holm knocked out Ronda
Roadhouse.
Rousey.
Yeah, and also Ronda Rousey is she's got so much crap. Like those camps are intense. Like people always joke about like Mayweather, like, oh, he's only boxed 13 minutes the entire year. Yeah, but he's in the gym training like 18 hours a day every freaking day for months and months and months.
Money Mayweather so much, talking about like he's the greatest
Oh, he sucks.
fighter ever.
He's not. He doesn't suck.
Julio Cesar Chavez,
Right.
was the man.
Uh-huh.
He had like twice the amount of fights undefeated than Mayweather.
Mayweather is boring.
Julio Cesar Chavez is the best fighter I've ever seen. My generation. I grew up watching that dude. My father was a huge boxing fan back in those days. I watched a lot of Julio Cesar Chavez matches.
Yeah, Mayweather doesn't suck. He's just really boring. So if you're a boring fighter in like UFC, they just don't sign you.
That's because all he does is dodge.
Yeah,
he's really good at
he's a
not
perfect-
getting punched in the
yes.
face.
Yes, he's a
Which
perfect.
is a great skill.
It's an amazing strategy. But when you pay $80 for a pay-per-view
yeah.
and you're like, this is fucking boring. I'm literally watching anything else.
I think that Pacquiao fight is the last time anyone will ever do that.
Right.
Like that was like the last hurrah for $80 boxing
here-
pay-per-view.
I think did I talk about this?
That fight just, yeah.
Did I talk about this on a previous episode where like the world heavyweight boxing champion, it's like 6 different belts, all combined into one,
What? No, you didn't.
and he was a unified. So, what's his name? I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's a British guy, and he just won the unified against Klitschko, and it's 6 belts.
It's not pretty Ricky Conlon you were talking about, are we?
No.
That's the guy from Creed.
I'm assuming so. They put it so he's a
Is he in
unified.
jail?
Yes.
He's a unified world heavyweight champion. That's 6 belts in one,
Oh, wow.
and
That's impressive.
he was giving Klitschko an immediate rematch. Because one of those governing bodies were like, no, we want you to fight this guy, they stripped him.
Wow.
So he's no longer the unified world heavyweight champion. Some other bum is going to fight for that heavyweight championship and be an ununified champion. It's so, boxing's dumb.
Wow.
Get your shit together,
who was
boxing.
who was the unified champion?
Fury. His last name's actually Fury.
I don't know who that is. Cool. All right. That's
He's British. He's kind of a D-bag. But it's just weird, like,
That sounds a lot like Pretty Ricky Conlon.
is he British?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's black though, right?
No.
Oh.
It's a British dude. British white dude.
I'm thinking of Rocky Balboa. Maybe it was him. I don't know. Fury. Let's see. Creed.
Pretty Ricky Conlon is the man. I enjoyed his entrance
Yeah, me too.
very much.
I still have to check that movie out. But I think that cleans it up for the docket we got there. No emails. People please on the show. Carl Byrd, where can they email us?
Codex Prime Podcast at gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Codex Prime Podcast, Twitter, Codex Prime Cast, Instagram, Codex Prime Podcast.
And stay tuned for the Victor's Corner, where I'm sure he'll tell you how to follow him.
Yeah.
His good things.
So Victor, there is a planned absence for Victor for the next couple of weeks. His duties have taken him away from us.
Real
for
life.
the time-
IRL.
Yeah, for the time being. So Victor will be producing for all you Victor fans out there. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. He's got you. He's going to be producing his own short segment and uploading it to the podcast feed. So look out for Victor's Corner coming your way soon.
Yeah, it won't be right after this show. It'll be probably later this week. But just check your podcast app every day.
All you movie buffs.
Yeah.
You movie buffs. You'll get your taste.
He hasn't given us a spoiler. I actually was reading an article the other day, and they mentioned the Criterion Collection, and I was like, holy shit, I know what that is now.
But I guess the sad part is there's going to be no Victor freakouts.
That is upsetting. This episode was really boring. I'm bored right now. I'm just going to go to bed.
So don't you down talk our episode.
So if you want more Victorless episodes, email in. If you want less Victorless episodes, email in.
So what if the rest of us don't have artistic love of butthole art? That doesn't make us boring.
That's right. I forgot all about butthole art.
That was hilarious.
I know what I'm getting Victor for Christmas. You all have a fantastic week. We'll catch you next time. Later, nerds.
Later.
Peace out, everybody. Go Panthers!